Hello, welcome. Today I just wanted to make a quick video going over Blanka's light attacks. I'm trying to keep it concise, so it's only going to focus on his 4 light attacks: stand, light kick, stand, light punch, crouch, light kick, crouch, light punch. Now, the reason I wanted to make one on light attacks is because light attacks are very useful. You know, they're the fastest normal in the game, fastest move in the game for that matter. And if you and your opponent press a move at the same time, the fastest one is gonna win. It's gonna hit and it's gonna do damage, and you're gonna be pretty happy if you pick the faster move. Keeping that in mind, Blanka's only got one 4-frame normal, his fastest normal, which is gonna be his stand light kick. As you can see, also it's a mashable, so it cancels into itself. He's got 2 other mashable moves: crouch light punch and crouch light kick. The only exception for his light normals are the stand light punch, which is not mashable. You're gonna have to go over the recovery frames, startup frames, active frames, recovery frames before it does again. Of course, you know, being a light attack, these are all pretty fast, so it's a bit hard to tell. But these mashable properties are useful, as we'll see in a bit here. They're also useful because they create a lot of active frames, so you have an active hitbox in front of you. This is good for stuff like countering a Kami who's gonna spinning back knuckle you, or any sort of similar move that that you want to stuff with your own normal. But anyways, we'll go over some of the strings that are useful for Blanka. So if I put the opponent to block here, you'll see that stand light kick is -2 on block. So that means that, you know, you would think that if I have him on block reversal, crouching light punch, which is a 4-frame normal of his own, that I wouldn't be able to do, let's say for example, stand light kick into crouch light punch, which has a 6-frame startup. So stand light kick, it's going to be -2. Then we need 6 frames, so 8. That's going to put us. We're going to need 8 frames. He's gonna have 8 frames of advantage, I'll say. And with his 4-frame jab, he should be able to win that trade. But because these normals are mashable and they cancel into each other, I get the counter hit. So similar to that, stand light kick into stand light kick, if I do it fast enough, they create frame traps. And if your opponent, unless they're pressing something invincible like a EXDP or anything like that, they're gonna get hit by this frame trap, by this string. The reason I like stand light kick into crouch light punch and not stand light kick into itself is just because the crouch light punch, it hits a little bit further. So you're gonna have more situations where you hit them, of course, and the stand light kick, it might whiff if your opponent isn't pressing any buttons. But off that, you can do lightning, of course. It's a bit tricky. Like, if the range isn't quite right, the lightning will whiff. If you do EX lightning, though, it'll hit no matter what. So keep that in mind. Of course, it's going to cost you meter, but anyways, you know, everything's got a trade-off. So yeah, stand light kick into crouch light punch. That's going to be the first string that you're going to use a lot, taking advantage of the 4-frame startup of stand light kick and the mashable properties that they have to create a frame trap if your opponent is blocking. And if it hits, if they're not blocking, I'll say, they combo into each other, of course. So that's beneficial as well. Another string that I like quite a bit is his crouch light kick, which is a low attack. It's going to be his fastest, Blanka's fastest low attack. And you can do that similarly to the stand light kick into crouch light punch. Unfortunately, we can't do crouch light kick into crouch light punch in the same way. It's the 4 frames, it takes its toll, and Jamie's normal will win that situation every time, no matter how fast I press it. But Blanka's got his stand light kick. So you could do crouch light kick into stand light kick, and you'll get the same sort of frame trap. Of course, that combos into lightning, and if they're not blocking, it all combos together. Quite nice. You're going to have to be conscious that the stand light kick doesn't quite have the range of crouch light punch, but the difference is minimal, and that frame trap is very important, so I would recommend just using crouch light kick into stand light kick. Now, another thing to keep in mind for your game plan is coming out of drive rush. So stand light kick has a lot of advantages coming out of drive rush. First of all, the speed. So the 4-frame startup. It's going to try to minimize the time that your opponent has to react to the drive rush. Also, it's going to have the most advantage frames on hit. So many advantage frames, in fact, that you can combo a drive rush stand light kick into crouching medium punch, which creates some more combo opportunities. I could show off a quick one here. So stand light kick, crouch light punch, drive rush, stand light kick. Oh my. There. And then from that, you have time to charge and hit them with the Blanka ball. It's a bit tricky. You need some practice to hit it online, practice that I don't quite have. But I'll try to show it off here really quick. Bam. And even you can do that into his EX ball and get some more damage off that, or some more mix-ups. But anyways, I hope this highlighted some of Blanka's light attacks enough for you. There's definitely some more that I could say, but this is a good start. And I don't want to get the video to ramble for too long here. So anyways, hopefully you learned something. Make sure you check some more of my stuff out. Thank you.